A playoff-like atmosphere with 4 games to go after this one in the regular season for both clubs. Cavs took the lead just before we stepped away on a three-pointer. Lit this place up. Great look down to Joel Embiid. No good on the first. Gets the rebound and the putback. 33 now for Embiid.
Nice little high-low. Flashing to the ball was Matisse Thybulle. He knows that his job is just to be a conveyor of the basketball. Get it to Joel. He does that in a quick fashion. Joel with the putback and finish.
Garland, the scoop, and the score. Very Tyrese Maxey-like with Maxey on his hip.
So true. And even with a low release point, and the reason why he can get away with that low release point is there's nobody in front of him. Defense is on his back trying to get back into play, unable to do so.
7 minutes to go, tied at 89. Long floater from Tyrese off the back of the rim. Good work by James Harden to get back in defense. LeVert was sprinting down the right side of the floor. Thybulle playing with 3 fouls. Markkanen, catch and shoot triple, and he's got another. Lowry Markkanen puts the Cavs up 3.
He's made a couple of long-range bombs, has Markkanen.
He's averaged 16 points a game, 2 more than his season average since the All-Star break. Embiid, another offensive rebound and another bucket underneath.
No one can stop him. No one can contend with him, especially when he's in aggressive mode and playing north and south, just going right to the rim.
He had 35 and 17 on the birthday win here a couple of weeks ago. Garland gets his own rebounds. Joel with 33 and 14 so far tonight. LeVert wanting to go toe-to-toe with Harris. The step-back tray, wide left. Harden searching for a little space. Pocket pass, good work by Thybulle. Lays it up and in. Sixers back in front.
It's that movement off the ball that we've talked about, especially in regards to Matisse, how good he's gotten at that, realizing his role and playing it to the max.
Garland left alone, no shots. There was a foul on the floor before the play.
76ers foul number 12, Tobias Harris.
Take another look at this great pass.
Turns the corner. That's a nice dish. Look at the confusion among defenders looking to find a guy to cover. Well, no one goes to Matisse, leaves him wide open. James finds him for 2.
Third personal on Tobias, 4th team foul. Still 5.5 to go. Garland hits a 3. Cavs retake the lead.
He's got a quick release too. Tyrese, who's a really quick defender, was all over him.
11 lead changes, 10 ties. Joel tied up underneath and powers it up and in. Joel with a 3-point opportunity.
Strength on display right there. A number of Cavaliers being taken to the basket. Here we go. Let's go, folks. Up to the rim with me. Joel finishing in some obstructive traffic, let's say.
Like it. Third personal on Garland. Third on the Cavs in the quarter. 96-95, Sixers lead. Just over 5 minutes to go here in Cleveland. George Niang at the scores table, getting set to come back in for the Sixers. Garland throws it off the arm of Embiid. The Cavs ball on the sideline, 6 to shoot.
Curious to see who George comes for. Tobias. Initially, you would think it would be Matisse, but Matisse is important at this juncture because of the defense he brings to the table. He's covering LeVert, one of the more potent offensive threats for the Cavaliers.
George with 8 points so far tonight.
Doc looking for defense more than offense at this stage of the matchup.
Stevens step back over Embiid and he hits it. 97-96, Cavs lead.
Yeah, I'm not convinced that that's part of his repertoire on a nightly basis. Maybe it is.
Harden hesitating and Joel jamming off the pick and roll Poetry from James Harden.
What makes all of that possible is James turning the corner convincingly. In other words, he has to sell that he's going to the basket for a layup. That's when all the defenders go to him, leaves Joel wide open. Nice little dump off.
Those two start to figure it out. Look out. Shot clock in single digits.
No foul.
Garland.
Good job.
And a shot clock violation before it went out of bounds. And George Niang fired up in the paint.
This is JoJo a little earlier. Nice little dump off in between two defenders. Watch it again right there. Nice catch in stride. Finish in traffic amongst the other bigs and smalls and everyone alike.
Poetry in motion.
Yeah, nice move.
98-97. Sixers in front.
Keeps his dribble alive. Gives him and keeps his options available.
Drives past, marking it. Embiid blocked by Stevens. Gets it back. Powers it up and in. Joel Embiid with another 40-piece here tonight.
Just stick with it. First one doesn't go down. That's okay. Make them make another great defensive play. Can they make two in a row? There's a great play from Stevens. Joel just hanging in there. Stick-to-itiveness paying off. JoJo at the line.
42 points, 15 rebounds, 4 blocks, and 3 assists. Make it 43 tonight for Embiid.
Baller numbers right there. Baller numbers. Played yesterday, too.
MVP race not over. Not if Embiid has anything to say about it. Sixers up 4. Garland scoops it to Stevens, lost it. Shot clock at 5. Stevens says clear out. Turns the corner.
Good D from Matisse.
Shot clock about to expire. Great defense by everybody in the red, white, and blue.
Matisse drawing that loose, and that's what led to the wild shot.
Harden with a little bit of space. Try the no-look to Matisse. Gets it back. Powering past Markkanen and drawing the foul.
Crowd's not going to like that either.
Joel Embiid once again leading the way.
Nice little dump off. Doesn't get it the first time. Hangs in. Secures the loose rebound. Puts his team up for it.
It's time for the Toyota plays of the game. Wade picked up by these Sixers. Garland steps back, high arcing three.
Mejor dicho, pasa Stevens. Steven va a clavar la pelota. Falta de Garland y vale la canasta.
Jetty Osman. Osman left wing 3 ball. Got it! Jetty Osman. The Toyota plays of the game are brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Make a game-winning play on a new Toyota now at buyatoyota.com.
It is now time for the Sherwin-Williams ball toss, and Cavalier fans, check it out. I got the Scream Team with me. I got Sir CC with me. You only get a ball if you're loud right now, so get out of your seat. Cleveland, everybody, make some noise! Let's go!
Sixers with a good and slim lead, 101-97. It's good because it is theirs, and it's just under 3 minutes to go as we welcome you Insider Studios, post-game live, standing by Amy Fiddle, Jim Lynam, and Mark Jackson. And Jim, I mean, this has been back and forth battle, but Joel Embiid has come to play, and he really wants this one. You can tell he's fighting for everything.
Yeah, has he ever come to play? And the Sixers really needed it in this second half. They played a terrific second half, but Cleveland hasn't.
Roman Catholic guy, but Joel Embiid really seems to be answering the call when they need him the most.
Absolutely, Amy. He's playing with a vigorous strength of energy. He's really motivated today. I think that he's seeing his game with slip of rain. He's trying to take over.
Well, if they win this one, they will clinch and secure officially that playoff spot. So let's hope they can close it out in the last 3 minutes, Kate and Ella.
That's what we're hoping, Amy. 2:57 to go here at the Fieldhouse. 4-point Sixers lead. Harden at the line after being fouled just before we stepped away. Joel Embiid doing it all.
Well, if he can knock these down, come back and get a good defensive stance here, I think that'll set the tone moving forward as we come down to the dwindling points of this game.
8 of 9 from the stripe for James Harden. 11th, 40, and 10. Double-double of the season for that guy, Joel Embiid.
Wouldn't be surprised if the Sixers picked up in a little full court here. I'm seeing the formations of it. And are they? Yes, they are. A little bit. No, now they're backpedaling. Just token pressure.
Here's our defensive coordinator celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday to Dan Burke. No, he'd love to celebrate with a victory. Last time we were here, it was Joel Embiid's 28th birthday. Got the dub that night. Sixers thought it was their ball.
There's the DC.
Here he is, and
defensive coordinator.
He's going to hate us for mentioning that.
Was the video man when I was a rookie for Rick Adelman and the Portland Trailblazers. We go way back, Dan and I.
One of the nicest guys in the league.
Yeah, at least 3-4 weeks.
Stevens lost it as he went up. Sixers called for a foul. And Embiid holding the right foot.
Stevens wincing as well. I hope he's okay as well as Joel.
Been dealing with a cut on his hand for a couple of weeks. Revealed that after the game yesterday.
Well, it's game 70 plus. No one is injury free. Everyone's got nicks and cuts and sores and getting stuff taped up and iced. All of that is par for the course right now. You just got to fight through it.
I think that's when it's time for me to mention he's playing now in his 64th game of the season. Played in just 51 the last couple of seasons.
For all the naysayers who said that he couldn't string together a bunch of games to make a career, I think they're wrong.
As Doc pointed out before the game, Joel had this team a game out of first place in the Eastern standings right before the trade deadline, right before the team picked up James Harden. So if anybody should be at the top of that MVP consideration, should be number 21 in the red, white, and blue.
I'm hearing a lot of Giannis lately too as well. Not sure.
He's had a couple of really good games as of late against the Sixers.
And they're Milwaukee defending champs, and he has been an MVP before.
Fade away. Rooms off. Markkanen. Another triple. Larry Markkanen with 4 threes tonight. Cuts the lead to 1. 2 minutes to go. Harden gets it back over to Maxey. Corner 3 from Tobias Harris. Too strong. Embiid another offensive rebound. He has been all over the offensive glass in this second half.
Good decision to pull it back out.
Double teamed, fights his way through it, gets tied up, and LeVert had it and then lost it out of bounds. The shot clock kept running, as did the game clock a little after the ball went out of bounds. That's what the Sixers are saying, and there we go. Added a little bit back, so 2.1 for the Sixers. Ball on the sideline.
Got to be a quick hitter.
Underneath it. Harden does just that. Floater is good. 1:03 to play. Big bucket from James Harden.
James knew what he wanted to do. He was just sizing up Markkanen, getting him on the spot on the floor where he was most comfortable with.
And Garland and Maxey going toe-to-toe. The two rising stars for their respective clubs. And another foul. Garland back to the line.
This isn't settling, Kate. This is going to the basket, pressing the issue. Nice little layup as he goes past defenders. Stevens can't get there in time.
19 points, 9 rebounds, 10 assists for James Harden here tonight. 10th double-double in his short tenure so far with the Sixers. Garland with 22, leading all scorers for the home team. Make it 23, perfect, 6 for 6 from the line. 1-point game, under a minute to go. Embiid to Harris.
How about this crowd and this atmosphere right here? They're all up on their feet.
Playoff-like. Shot clock at 3. Harris rises off the side of the backboard. Garland with it. 10-second difference between the clocks.
Now stop ball. Always stop the ball.
Cavs down 1.
Calling for the pick and roll here.
Still in a timeout here, so let's take a look all in. Our GMC drive of the game.
Look at James completely under control. Goes right past Markkanen. Gets him on the spot of the floor he wants to. GMC drive of the game. Taking over is the point guard.
That bucket gave the Sixers the lead they currently hold. 107-106. 12 and a half to go. Sixers with the ball on the sideline. Both teams in the bonus. Sixers with a timeout. Cavs with 2 timeouts.
Got to get it in. Let's go.
Gets it into Harden. Lowry Markkanen fouls him. Got a second off the clock.
Well, you've got the lead, and the clock is winding down, so you figure the Cavs got to do something to stop the clock. Markkanen elects to foul. Not sure what he's arguing about, though.
Not sure either.
Is he arguing that he didn't foul? Because, you know, his marching orders were to go out there and foul.
Well, I think he's upset because that was his 6th foul, so Markkanen is done, which is good news for the Sixers because Lowry, 4 of 7 from downtown. That's a team high from 3.
Well, you worry about guys who are shooting it from the parking lot and making nothing but net, and that's what he did 3 times in a row. He hit nothing but net. He looked locked in from long range.
Harden pushes the lead to 2. Chance to make it a 3-point game with his second.
You make this, and then you come back on defense. You keep everybody in front of you. We say this time and time again. Nobody behind, and definitely no 3-point shots.
Three-point game, courtesy of James Harden and JB Bickerstaff. Will use one of his 2 remaining timeouts. Let's take a look at how the Sixers have gotten to where we are right now.
Joel Embiid in this quarter, absolutely dominant, getting it from his teammates and taking it on his own. 12 fourth quarter points for the pivot man. You can see how badly he wants to seal the deal. Here are his numbers for this evening.
5 of those 17 rebounds in 8 minutes in this fourth quarter so far. 3-point lead, 11.2 to go. Cavs got to get it in.
Good pressure.
And Matisse with the steal, ahead to Harris with the hammer.
Crowd stunned, not sure what they just witnessed. Send them all home, Sixers.
What they witnessed was the steel artist doing what he does best, adding to his collection.
20,000 people go silent in an instant. How, you ask? The 76ers steal it out of bounds.
.2 seconds away from clinching a spot in the postseason. And from their first season sweep of these Cavs in a decade. How about Matisse Thybulle just before we stepped away?
Full denial on Garland as they're trying to inbound the ball. You can see him draped all over the offensive player, getting the steal and then tapping it over to his teammates. Excellent way to finish a game.
Now they got to close this out. Up 5, 7 seconds to go. Lauri Markkanen's fouled out. Karis LeVert into the lane, scoop and score, 2.3 to play. Both teams in the bonus. Expect the Cavs to foul immediately.
Yep, be strong with the basketball.
Gets it into Embiid and a foul on Kevin Love, 1.5 to play.
One free throw seals this deal. Makes it a 2-possession game.
What a win this would be